Hello everyone. Right, I've dried this one off now. I've lifted out a little bit of colour through here because I want to go back in, a little bit of colour there. I'm going to put two big figures in the foreground just to show you. They're walking from the shadows into the painting, into the exercise. So they're going to be darker in tone. Well, I'm going to make them darker in tone anyway. So this figure here, darker. Let's put one, let's put some red into that. Wherever I can, I let pigments mix on the surface of the paper. For me, that creates more interest. And there's a bit of a leg going down there. The person's head. Now I've done that all in one tone, reddish value. I'm going to now cool part of it down by using a little bit of indigo into that. Let that run down into that. Little gap between the legs gives a bit of movement. Let's put this person then linked this person. Suggestion of a bit of air in between the leg just gives a bit of motion. Now just those figures walking into subject, that just invites the viewer in. Let that again, and this person on the lady on the this one, she's walking towards us. Give a little bit of a arm there, just bits of movement. That's all I'm after. Those two shapes there, those two figures walking in, just gives it some. Let's put something else in there. Let's go in there with something. Right here, again, someone's head. Put some. Didn't mean to do that, but again, let's put some. What should we go in with? Use a red again, I think there. And it's just, and while pigment's wet, I can move it. So here, just as if there's a, can I move that? No, maybe a bag. Let's put a bag. Bottom of coats or something, just catching a little bit of light. Going to go in this person on the left. Going to give it a lot darker. Almost pure dark. Again, now so those dark figures are, that just knocks it back into the exercise. With watercolour, you can use pigment. Here I'm using it very thick. Butter is the consistency that I'm using here, and it knocks back. So, you know, if you lift off, you can also look. Show you, have to expose a little bit there, so that a little bit of light. So you can always play. Again, these figures. Must have gone over that many times now, that little area. So that just gives a bit of light into that central area. I'm going to use a little bit of it's Holbein, and it's Yaunt white, which is it's an off-white. I use that, or I use bleed proof. This has got just a hint of cream into it, so the light coming from that. The first artist I saw use this colour was Alvaro Castanet, and I picked his brains there. It's quite a useful, especially say here where you've got the edge of a figure just catching a bit of light. As opposed to bleed proof. Bleed proof is a great blocker, but this is just got a hint of colour into it. You can see it's got a little bit of cream. That's it. Don't think it needs any more for this sort of exercise. This person's got a bag. Now the beauty of all of these, then when we pull the tape, this is what I'm using here is magic tape, and now I'm pulling all this off, and you can see the paintings will have lovely clean edges to them, which I find aesthetically it gives you a lovely this is what I call an ideas sheet. So just throw that into the bin. So the best thing I can say is use the masking, not masking tape, sorry, I use brown framers tape around the outside, and you can see I'm pulling away, and when you get a nice clean white around the exercises, apart from there, run under. There we are. Now pulled all the tape away, made a noise doing it, I apologise. Taking the camera out of its thing, and there we have a group of exercises. This is how you learn and fine tune your skills. From this one, which was a sort of beach environment, a bit like the Seven Sisters. They're all made up, you know, people, street scenes. But if each one, you know, these top ones, 6-7 minutes each, this sort of thing, 6 or 7 minutes each. These a little bit longer, 10, 12. This one, 20 minutes maybe, half an hour at the most, the big one. But this is where you capture the life. I hope that's been useful. See you again next time. Take care. Goodbye.